Hello, everybody, and welcome to this session of Building with Louie. So, real quick, I want to just go over what we're looking at. We're going over the finished product of what we're going to build in this video. So, my friend Holiday pings me and he says, "Could we build an e-commerce site to sell smelling salts?" Now, smelling salts are apparently something that the athletes use, and I don't know very much about it, but apparently Holiday knows all about it, and he needs a website. And so I said, let me get this up and running for you. Now, of course, we could have used something like Shopify or any like off the shelf platform, but then we'd have to pay those fees, and what would be the point of that? So we ended up actually building a full-fledged hosted yourself website that could run on a server, fully integrated. I mean, like the product details page are there, the reviews are there, that just everything about it is there, and it's got a persistent cart. All these things are live now. Just so you understand, something like this, I built e-commerce sites before. Something like this, it seems simple, would have taken maybe a couple of months and a couple of people to do, and we were able to do that. I was able to do that with AI, and truthfully, AI did 98% of the work. I made a few of the decisions, and that's it. And you'll see in this video in about an hour here, a little over an hour, of how the whole thing came together, how it was built. Again, it's mostly just me just double checking the AI's work and getting this up there. But we were able to not just build this, but also actually get the .com live on the call, get it set up live on the internet. So Rally Salt is actually live right now. I don't think Holiday has set up the infrastructure to actually ship the smelling salts yet, but he's I let him work on that part, and I just kind of wanted to show you how you go about building something like this, and I wanted to put this up front so you don't have to sit through an hour or something until we get to the end of the full tutorial video, and just to see what it sort of looks like. So anyway, hope you enjoy this session, and here we go. Hello. All right, so we're going to be building something together today. So my boy Holiday pings me, and he says we've got to build a little e-commerce shop for smelling salts. And I know it sounds a little crazy, but I figured, why not? Let's give it a shot. Smelling salts. So I'm very familiar with e-commerce. I've built a lot of e-commerce related stuff in the past. I actually used to work for a venture funded startup that ended up selling to Walmart. I was a very early engineer there. I built a lot of that technology, but right now we're going to be using AI to build this whole thing. And so let's have a little fun with it. So first thing we're going to do is we're actually going to go to ChatGPT, and we're going to ask ChatGPT, we're going to do a little research, right? So, okay, so let's get right to it. So my friend Holiday is saying we should build a little e-commerce shop for selling smelling salts, and he thinks we can partner with an NFL star or two to help us promote the product. I think this part's very important. So I'm not sure if you are familiar with smelling salts, but I would like for you to do a little research, and more importantly, okay, sorry, one of my keys here is a little messed up, and more importantly, I would like for you to provide me with a full PRD that eliminates, it's very important, this part here, ambiguity, and that eliminates ambiguity, full PRD that I can use to get the e-commerce shop built. I would like for you to look at similar products, similar single product shops. What sorts of simple features do they have? What converts well and looks great? That will be very important. I plan to use Stripe and integrate with them. Stripe is the payment processor. Integrate with them for payments. Please go ahead and give me back a full PRD. Go ahead and use a placeholder brand name for now. We can always change this later. And you should assume that I will be using ASP.NET Razor Pages as my stack, probably with a SQLite DB, and just because I am very familiar with those technologies, and it will be very easy for me to get that built. Likely, we should aim to use the latest version of Tailwind 3. As well for a nicer looking UI. Again, full PRD. Thanks. Boom. Okay, so we've given ChatGPT a little instruction set here. This is GPT-5. Well, unfortunately, I think I actually messed up. I don't know if I should be using the regular. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're actually gonna compare these. So we're gonna go to ChatGPT. Okay, we're going to do the thinking mode because I think the thinking mode is going to be a little bit better. And we're already a couple minutes in, so we're gonna let it think. So ChatGPT with the thinking is I've heard, at least from people right now, that of course this is brand new, ChatGPT 5 and all that, but I've heard from a lot of people that it's actually quite good with the thinking on. Without the thinking, it's not very good. But while it's thinking, while it's doing all this stuff, searching for FTC endorsements, searching for all these things, which are very nice. But the non-thinking version already dumped, dumped a PRD for us to use to build. Now let's review this real quick. So here's a simple PRD for your single product, smelling salts, eCommerce shop. Okay, so Stripe, Razor Pages. Okay, all the stuff I asked for. Objective and scope. Go build a clean, conversational, optimized eCommerce site. Aroma salts. I like the name it chose. Aroma salt, not a bad name. Focused on landing page or home page that introduces the product, delivers value, blah, blah, blah. Product page, complete design insights, key conversion, focus messaging, clear, compelling headline, single CTA, buy now. Okay, I like all that. Social proof. I like that. Minimalist one pager. Okay. Page flow. Okay. Look, this isn't... This might be A/B testing might be a little too much for like a basic first app, but this isn't bad. This isn't bad. Again, we're keeping this really simple. So okay, got it. Assuming you meant smelling salts, this is what I meant. Below is a clean, unambiguous PRD. Rally salts, eCommerce PRD. Yeah, okay. Rally salts. Go launch a fast, great looking single product that converts with Stripe payments. I don't like the brand name, but this actually looks much better to me already. So it's so what's in it? So we've got one hero product, Rally Salt, 2 to 3 variants, original peppermint, spearmint, okay, optional 2-pack, 3-pack, single landing with a product detail page, a checkout, a thank you flow, ground only shipping option if required by formulation. Okay, the U.S. and U.S. only at launch. I like all of that. Review the FAQs, clear safety warnings, compelling copy, out of scope or V2, subscriptions, referrals, affiliate, multi-currency, wholesale. I like that. That's good. I agree with that. Success metrics, first 60 days, PDP conversion of above 3%. Oh, 3%. Okay, that's ambitious. Just to give you an understanding, I think normal conversion in e-commerce sits around 1%. So greater than 3% is, a few 100% higher than the industry. But let's see. Checkout abandonment, less than 55%. Use Stripe checkout. Okay, look, not bad. I think I actually want to stub out a lot of this stuff. Like I want to stub out the Stripe stuff for this iteration, because we could always add that later. So we've got landing above the fold, social proof, logos. Okay. Let's key value proper near CTA, long lasting, resistant bottle. Okay. All right. Look, it did a bunch of research. It seems like it seems pretty good. So the latest, it's got the latest policies as well. So I don't like .NET 8. I do like this. I think this is fine. Okay, so let's do a doc.new, and we're gonna actually take this PRD that it gave us. This is like the next step in our little process here, and by the end of this, we're gonna have a full blown app for Holiday, which I'm sure is gonna make him very happy. So what's happened here? Copy, paste. Okay, so we got a lot of links here, which is fine. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to bring up our our trusty little AI coder. So this is what we're going to actually use to build this thing. So we're going to go to so I've got my little folder structure here, which of course this is quite messy. But here we go. So we're on Claude Code now. Claude Code will be able to build this out for us. So we're going to do this. So we're gonna copy that. Let's bring back Claude Code. Where you at, Claude Code? There you are. And we are building this. We paste in the entire PRD, and we paste in the entire PRD. All right, so we've handed in our PRD to Claude Code, and so we said we're building this, and we pasted in the PRD, and we are now going to say, let's stub out the Stripe, integration. We will be using .NET 9 because that's what's on the system and in my prod environment. And everything else can remain as is. Feel free to take a look at any of the other web apps in this folder if you need inspiration or templates. They all sort of follow the same pattern with ASP.NET, Razor Pages, and SQLite. I think that's probably good for a starting prompt for this thing. Create the folder and create the web app because nothing exists yet. Okay, now I think it's got everything, right? Here we go. So we've got Opus 4.1 And we are in our web apps folder. I'll create a Rally Salts e-commerce application with ASP.NET, SQLite, Stub, Stripe integration. So Holiday's going to get his smelling salts, in just a couple of minutes here. So let's see how this goes. So review the existing app structure and patterns, make directory, so Rally Salts, okay, I like that. No templates or subcommands, matching razor pages, okay. Let's see how we're looking here. So we've got all right, it's pulling in the NuGet packages for SQLite. All right, so I had a little chance to feed the baby while Claude Code is out here programming this thing out for us. So while Claude is doing its thing, we're going to actually pop open a new version of VS Code here. I've got some old stuff open there. And we are going to open Rally Salts, right? So Rally Salts is our new web app. We're going to close this out. Claude Code is doing its thing here. So it's working on the product details page. So let's see where we're at. So let's see what it's done so far for us. And it's done quite a bit, actually. So we've got, of course, we're vibe coding this whole thing. So that means, the odds that it's going to have some issues, and we're going to have to comb through this, make sure that it's all good. But at least we can get, like an initial demo site for my boy Holiday. Because, I don't want him to think that, that I won't build things out, that I won't build ideas out when we have them and stuff. So we're going to have our own little custom e-commerce shop, which is pretty impressive, I would say. But more than that, once we have this initial cut of it up and running, so let's take a look at what so I'm very familiar with this technology stack, and I'll be able to go through. So if you can see that we've got our Stripe integration stubbed out, create the cart, process the webhook. This is probably for cancellations and returns and all of that. Let's see what our startup looks like. So our startup looks pretty simple. We're just going to have to tell Claude Code that it could keep going. It looks pretty simple. We can see that we're using the SQLite DB here, the local database, which is nice to, at least for like the MVP, to like test this out, to get the look and feel of it going and all that. We will get, let's get a terminal open inside of the VS Code, because that's quite nice. So we've got a terminal open there, and Claude Code is doing his thing, man. Tailwind CSS configuration, man, I like it. Okay, so we was running into some errors. No big deal for Claude Code. It's gonna figure that out. So imagine, back in the day, this kind of work would take hours trying to figure out, what the hell's going wrong with NPM, with it's like you said, what a disaster, just thinking back. But that's how you learn. Now you don't have to worry about it. AI will just do it. I do think, for the junior devs, this new way of building things, might not be as good. But for somebody with experience, well, they won't be as good because they won't learn. They won't get stuck on a lot of these things. The I say the micro trauma. That's how you learn, right? Without the rough spots, without getting stuck, you don't learn anything. But I suppose they'll still get stuck. They'll probably just get stuck on different things. So we've got quite a bit of code here because it was generating for a while. The landing pages, the cart pages, all of those things, and it's trying to build the CSS now, the Tailwind, and it's running into errors. So it's running into some errors. All right. Seems Tailwind v4 doesn't have a CLI. Let's interrupt it right here. We need to use the latest version of Tailwind v3. We will not be using Tailwind v4. It is too new for our tastes. Yeah, sorry, Tailwind 4. Sorry, new technology in general. If AI doesn't know about you, you're dead. I think it's like 3. I think Claude Code is gaslighting me a little bit. Let's see here. Tailwind v3. Let's see what we got. Tailwind v3. No. Tailwind 3.4. You saw that and it went away. So you got 3.417. Okay, so let's just say this. Tailwind 3.417. That's what I want you to use. Okay. Thanks. And it's gonna do it. It's gonna do what we want, chat. We're gonna get this bad boy working. So Tailwind v4. So Adam spent a lot of time on Tailwind v4, making it super nice and all that. Unfortunately for him, AI's here, and because AI is here, if you change too many things and the AI is not trained on it, unfortunately, it's not going to be a good piece of technology to work with. And so we're getting lots of errors here, but this is the first build. So I'm glad that it's building. And not letting me catch those errors. So when we go to, let's go back to our app again. You end up pressing enter most of the time when you're using Claude Code. Let's see what's in our cart. What's in our cart file here? This doesn't look simple. It's nice. Again, I'm a big fan of ASP.NET Razor pages. I'm not such a huge fan of like the more complicated aspects of ASP.NET. I mean, they work fine with the MVC and whatever MVVM. I don't know what the kids use these days, but I've done a lot of MVC actually. I've also done a lot of SignalR and Web API and all these other technologies that are in .NET. But I think Razor Pages is just so nice, so simple. You have the code behind this stuff, and then you have the Razor. You have the basically the HTML with some C# mixed in, and it's like win-win. Everything kind of is glued together very nicely. It knows how to make the right post calls. It knows how to. You don't need a lot of JavaScript. And it's secure. Like it's hardened. I mean, this stuff's been around for a long time, and looks like we've got a little error down here somewhere. Looks like some syntax. That looks like a simple. Did it not end the class right? It looks like it just didn't end the class right. I could fix that by hand. You know what I'm saying? Like jump in and change the code while AI is changing the code. Go ahead, man. Let's see where we're at. That's a lot of tokens. A lot of tokens so far. How are we looking? Stripe service. Okay, that was a silly little mistake, but we're all good now. Great, the build succeeded. Now let me update the to-do list. Create the admin pages for product management. Okay. Wow, it's gonna go that far. I like it. Rally salts. Okay, perfect. The application's running on. Is it? That's quick, man. That's quick. This bad boy's quick. Not messing around. Okay, it's lying to me. So let's see, why would it be lying to me? Let's do .NET run. What do we got? Okay, so we're in the wrong directory. .NET run. Okay, here we go. So we've got our little web app. Oh, here we go. Rally salts. Rally salts. Ready to elevate your training. Join thousands of athletes. Shop Rally salts for $24.95. Okay. What do we got? Database. Okay. So I'm going to need you to pull in some images for this. It can be just regular salt and placeholder images. I think the styling of this needs to be more athletic too. You know, it needs to feel like you are really going to get an edge if you just buy Rally salts. I understand that this is probably a pretty optimized website here with all of the things you'd normally expect, but we want to go like one step further than that, right? Like we want we want some images, we want some. Okay. So okay. So let's see what it said. So it said the database model. So it's got the full SQLite database. It's got the orders and order items, the reviews, the FAQs. What's in the FAQs? Let's click around here. So we got nothing in the FAQs. Is it lying to me? Are you lying to me, ChatGPT? Claude Code. So it says it's got the FAQs. It's got the bundle items, main application flow. Okay, so maybe it's just like stub this stuff out. All right, look, this doesn't look bad, right? How to use, safety, shipping, reviews. Okay, so I can't really click into that stuff. So I'm gonna ask for it. I do like this though. This looks nice, man. Simple, right? 0 reviews. I don't like that. Let's get a couple of reviews on there. Let's update the CSS more athletic, aggressive with sports performance. All right, so I do think like how to use safety, shipping and returns, reviews. We need all of that. But let's let it do its thing. What do we got on safety? So safety's we're not getting anything on those pages. So the cart's empty. I like that it's got a cart. I like that it's got a product detail page. Shipping is all these links. We want all these links to work. Terms of service. Okay. privacy. It's got to work, man. It's got to work. We got to get that in there. So, it's taking a long time, Claude Code. Perusing. Hurry up. We're about to get. I feel like we're about to get some good right now. I like that it's injecting in SVGs and all kinds of like very cool stuff. Okay, that's fine. But we still need, on the product detail, we need these links to work. And so if I add it to cart, oh my God, the cart works. You gotta be kidding me. This is dope. This is so cool. All right, so man, I just love building stuff with AI, man. It's stuff like this that really just, look, I'm not gonna lie. I could have built this by hand, but it would have taken a whole lot longer than a half hour to do something like this. And we're about to have this site up and running for my boy Holiday in like a half hour. I mean, it hasn't even been a half hour yet. It's going to be, we'll probably get to a little more than a half hour with this, but we're going to have a full-blown app here. And as you saw, I basically wrote no code. I mean, of course, I'm inspecting the code here, very loosely inspecting the code because, this is like our initial, what are we doing here? So why is it going to GitHub? Is something on GitHub? I'm running the application. Let me close it. So it's starting to run the application. Okay. So listen. I don't need you to test the app. I can do that part. I need you to make sure everything is there. Right now, when I go to FAQ, what was it? Shop FAQ. No, that's not it. That one's fine. FAQ, or safety, or legal, or privacy, or shipping, or returns. I get nothing. You gotta fix that. And make sure URLs are handled lowercase. Basically, I want you to generate all those pages and take a stab at what should be in them. A few basic FAQs will be fine. Some basic info on safety will be fine. I will update a lot of this stuff later, but it should at least work, and the UI, UX of this whole thing should be complete before we are done here today. Or Holiday might get mad at us, or think we're bad software developers. That would be terrible. So I don't need you to test it. I'm going to be the one testing it. Let's test it. So we're going to run it again. You're absolutely right. Let me recreate the missing. So how did it build the? Let's see. How did it build the? Did it even bother to build the npm stuff? I mean, it's Tailwind. What's going on here? Yes. Okay, I like that. It's building things. Let's go back to our All right, so rebuild. So we'll do a .NET clean. We'll rebuild npm. We'll rebuild Tailwind. We'll get .NET running. Okay, so we've got .NET running, and this thing's still going. So we got the FAQ page getting good built out for us. We know that's missing. Oh, oh my God! Rally salts. Feel the power. Instant activation. Get your edge now. Holy shit, this is crazy. Activate your weapon. Load the chamber. Shake and prime. Unleash hell. Dominate. Extreme power warning. I like it, man. Stop being average, man. Claim your power now. Ships today. 30-day guarantee. Join 10,000 plus athletes. Oh my God. Unleash the power. What? This looks good. I like it. I mean, it's a little crazy, but get your edge now, man. Let's get the edge going, man. Look at this. I like it. Claude Code, you're doing it, man. You're doing it. Holiday's going to be happy with this, man. He better be happy with this, man. We're getting this up and running for him. You know, just to prove something to the guy. You know what I'm saying? Just to prove that we can build anything now. So we got the FAQ pages. So we need the safety pages. So we'll go to shop. We got our, oh man, oh my God, that effect. I love that effect. 3 times the power. Get your edge now. 4.9 out of 5. Ship same day. What? Unleash the power. Dude, we need some kind of like before and after or something here. We need some kind of we need a photo. We need an athlete there. You know, this is going to be the person that we endorse. But for now, we need something. Save 17%. I mean, that's not 17%. Is not bad. We could do better than that. No, we don't want this. We don't want to tell it to minify anything. Yes, keep going, man. Keep going. You were doing it, man. Safety. Okay. I like that. I think you now need to create a cool behind safety page. Okay, safety page simple, man. We need simple FAQs. What else do we need? We got the legal. We said that we were missing, right? So if I go back, so we've got rally salts, eCommerce PRD. Okay, good. So that looks good. We're back on here. So let me create the privacy page. So on the shopping page, I think, you know, these FAQs are fine. How to use safety shipping and reviews. I think we need a couple of sample reviews. We need some photos of salts. We need some photos of salts. Just this placeholder, you know what I'm saying? Let's do this, right? Let's do this. So if we go to replicate, okay. So let's go into replicate and let's generate some images, right? So we need some good images here. So let's go back to ChatGPT, who created this, who has a good understanding of our product. So we need to generate some images of athletes using our smelling salts. Don't worry. These will be just placeholder for now. In the future, we will get real athletes. My spelling is terrible here. But I need you to write the prompt for some image gen AI. So we need images of athletes using it, and we need images of athletes deflated before and empowered after. We need images of the product in the various flavors, so we can have it in our product detail page. Please give me all those prompts. Keep them short, keep them concise, and make sure they work well with image gen AIs. Okay, so we've got this thing running now. We're back on here. So we're saying that our terms are ready. And look at this, this web app, we're approaching 13% until we hit compaction, which means that we're almost at the end of the line here. But luckily for us, we've got so we need a close-up portrait. So let's just copy this whole thing, right? So let's go here. Let's give it a prompt. We've got Google's Image Gen 4. Is that the best model we could be using? Flux context. Where is Image Gen? Where is Image Gen 4? Google's flagship model. Yes. So what is the image here? So the image here is, I think 1x1 is going to work just fine. Block only high. Yeah, we don't care about that. We want PNGs. PNGs a little nicer. Let's run the model. Okay. So so we're working on the legal and shipping here. We'll let Claude Code do that. We've got rally salts. I like it. Let's run it again. Okay, so we got rally salts. Let's get back into, man, this is cool, man. This is how you build now. This is locker room prep. Locker room prep. Okay. Rally salts. Locker room prep, man. Gym intensity. I like it. So the gym intensity is okay. It's not amazing. Oh, this is nice. Rally salt, but that looks like he's drinking. So powerlifting between sets, chalk dust in the air, rally salts, bottle in hand. Rally salts, smelling salts, bottle in hand, near nose, dramatic rim, crisp detail. No, nothing but brand marks here. Okay, run it again, man. And let's go back to ChatGPT. What do we got? We got track and field focus. Okay, let's see what we got here. Ooh, that's nice. Okay. So we're going to be building. So we're going to download this. We're going to, I guess we'll use this. This one looks a little crazy. Let's run it again. So we said that one's good. That one's not good. That one's good. Because that one looks like liquid or something. No, that's crazy. We'll just use this one. And then we'll get back to before and after. So, okay. So let's see where we're at. So let's run the model again. And we're building this whole thing just for holiday, man. Just to show him that we're not, oh, look at him, bro. Looks like he's, and then boom, he has the rally salts and it's over. It's absolutely over. He's ready to go. We'll run these a couple of times, just to see, because the variation is, was he? Nah, I like this better. Let's go with this now. So we've got a bunch of things, man. I'm really liking this. Make directory. Okay. What are we looking at? Image before grid story 3 panels. Could Google's thing even do this? I mean, this is something, man. Before and after. I mean, it looks like a totally different guy. Oh, rally salts. Listen, I like it. I'll go with it. I mean, it might be a little too much, but product pictures. Okay, now we're getting to the meat of this thing. We got peppermint. We got Claude Code going, and okay. So rally salts. I like it, man. I like it. I don't know if it's gonna look like that, or like that, but does it matter? I mean, I want something a little bit more aggressive. Okay, actually, this kind of looks cool, right? Peppermint original. Yeah, let's do it. We could actually take that into the other model, Contact Pro. What's this thing called? Context Pro. The context model is excellent at like creating the same thing in a different scenario. So all of these are one by one, which I think is fine for e-commerce. This looks strange, but I like it. We'll use it. So we're gonna have to compact here pretty soon, which I'm sad about, because this actually is, we're in a pretty dope spot. This looks like medicinal. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. I'm not crazy about these two. But maybe we don't need that many in that bench scene. I like all this product lifestyle stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is cool, man. We're gonna get this whole website up and running for holiday. All right, so we've got, I like this. So what we're gonna do next is we're gonna compact this conversation. Okay, so you did your job, Claude. You did an awesome job so far. This is not branded. No text. I don't like that. No branding. Global add-ons. Okay. Rally salts. I like it. Let's do it. Okay. So here we go. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna take these. I'm gonna do a little manual work here. I hate doing manual work, especially because we've got AI now. But unfortunately, we're going to www root images. Okay, we'll do a new folder. We'll do athletes. And so I think we've got, what do we got? We got our first athlete here. So we'll bring him in. We'll do our second athlete. I think that looks good, right? We've got our third athlete, right? And we'll bring him in. We've got our fourth. We'll do new now. We'll do before after, and we'll do a couple of those. And I like that. There we go. I like that, chat. Okay, so now we'll do some product images. Before, after, a new folder called product images. Okay. So this was our, what was that? Yeah, okay. Yeah, look, this looks more like more in line, like that as well. Let's do a few of these. This is like the top of it. Okay. I mean, it's just salt, right? We could send a lot of salt to people. I mean, these bottles could be huge. You know, maybe part of it is that, right? Like the selling point is like it's like our salt is bigger than everybody else's. I like that. So here we go. All right, so we built an e-commerce shop called Valley Salts, which are basically smelling salts. The last conversation ended here, and this is the full PRD. This is the full PRD for your context, and you have access to the code for Rally Salts. The thing you need to do for me now is bring in the product images. I have had an AI generate several images. Some are product, some are athletes using our product, and some are before and after athletes. Bring those in, both in the main page in the right side there, and bring them into the product details page. Thanks. Now this thing knows that it was got to do. We're going to let that do its thing. We're back on Rally Salts. So we've got our code here. We've got one thing we're going to do is actually we'll just wait for Claude Code because we'll end up getting too far ahead of it. Well, we do need to test, right? So we had Claude Code. I forgot. Let's just do .NET Clean. Let's run that. Oh shit. .NET Run. Come on. There you go. Okay. Let's bring this up now. All right. So we're back up. And what did we had it fixed the FAQs. Beautiful. Beautiful. We've got some FAQs. Get Rally Salt. I really don't like this though. What is this? Ready to dominate. Get Rally Salts now. The safety. Okay, safety is not bad. There's this like weird white between the footer. Is that in every page? Yeah. Okay, so that'll be an easy fix. Oh man, I really like this. I really like this. I really like this. Shop now. This is good. Returns. I like it. I like it. So we've got our whole site. We've got our whole site up and running. We're approaching an hour, and I'm really hoping we could finish this thing in an hour and call it a night. You know what I'm saying? But here we go. So let's do a couple of things. Let's since we want to try to finish this in an hour. Initial cut of the Rally Salts web app. Now let's get this bad boy. Let's get this bad boy up into GitHub. So let's publish a private repo, and that way we have a whole bunch of this stuff. We have it committed. That way we can make changes. I really like this though. We're doing it. So we've got, where are we at? So we said that we didn't like the so .NET Clean, run the Tailwind. Keep running .NET Clean, .NET Run. Okay, so we said we didn't like the okay, what? It's looking good. It's looking good. Well, we can't click around yet. But we said we don't have how to use safety and shipping and reviews. We want a little bit of that. But man, I love the aggressiveness. I don't like that it's using that though. It should be using like before and after. Oh, this is cool though. This is cool. This is, I won't lie. I won't lie. We're oh man, we're doing it. We're doing it. In 1 hour, we're getting a whole e-commerce site for my boy Holiday, full end to end. We're stubbing out the Stripe integration, but that's going to be very easy to add the real thing. Let me continue updating the card button. So what I did real quick, just to, I obviously added this to Git, and the reason why I added it to Git is because, as AI makes a lot of changes here, now we've got a lot of work. I mean, we've spent over an hour of our time talking to AI, to get this thing built. And so we don't want to lose that work. And so Git basically allows us to go back if we need to, if AI messes this thing up or whatever. At least we have a safe checkpoint of all the work we've done. But also you're going to see that we're going to use Git. We're going to use GitHub Actions to actually get this deployed onto a what do you call those things? Onto a VPS. So a really simple server that I've got out there that will run this for us. So what are we doing here? We've got perfect. I've successfully integrated all the product images into your Rally Salts e-commerce. Okay, athletes gallery. Okay, so I noticed that in our product details page, the various tabs like reviews and so on have nothing in it. You should add a few placeholder reviews. They try to make them real. Later on, as more reviews come in, I will add them there. Also make sure the reviews number matches what's in the tab there, and the other tabs like safety and so on should have some info. Okay, so this is with images. So we'll just checkpoint up to here. And we got the previous checkpoint as well. But we're moving fast. We're moving real fast here because we're trying to get this done. Trying to get this done in an hour, which won't be easy now. But so let's go back to our web app. Let's do a clean. Let's tailwind it. Run. Okay. So how are we looking? Unleash it. I don't know if I like that as the main image. I think we should use one of the before and afters. 3 times stronger, 10 times shop. Okay, 15 peppermint. Listen, not bad, not bad. Oh, and the images work now. Absolutely gorgeous. Safety, how to use shopping. Unleash the power. We're back in here. Proceed to checkout. Allow this. Yeah, well, let's allow it. Obviously it's not going anywhere because we don't have that integration yet. But I gotta say, this is good. We need to fix the footer. The footer has some white space. Okay, so that also needs to get done. Back in the day, building a website like this would cost you a lot of money. You'd need to pay a software engineer. You need to, or you need to spend a lot of time, like, just coming up with all this stuff. And you have a pretty decent looking MVP for an e-commerce product in about an hour. I mean, this is like incredible. You know what I'm saying? Like even just the cart mechanic, right? Like anyone who's done e-commerce before, like being able to add something to your cart, having it persist, having an actual database, all of these things are just, it's pretty amazing, right? Like this isn't like this is cool. This is cool. This is AI has made this software engineering game a whole lot easier. I mean, you have a starting point, but a big problem with projects in general, in my view, is that you end up like getting stuck on the blank page. You end up like overthinking every section. Now you don't have to overthink it. Now you have something, and if it's fine if you hate it, you can iterate on it. But at least you have something, and I think it's a lot more powerful to have something to work with than to stare at like an empty page and try to fill it in with code and words and even just a placeholder text used to take me a long time when I was building these types of websites back in the day, and just being able to get all of that generated like this, pretty incredible time. Add JavaScript and tab switching. Okay, I like it. So we're almost at the finish line with this now. So this is going to be the last step before I ask Claude Code to deploy this. Now, for Claude Code to deploy, I'll skip that part because I don't think it's super. It might be useful to you. Maybe I'll do another video on that one. But I'll keep. I made this mostly just as a fun little exercise to show that I could, build something like this really quickly with AI, and also to show my friend that his ideas aren't going, into the garbage can. That we're going to build out some of them, and but maybe I'll do another one of these where I'll go through the deployment pipeline as well, right? So right now we're just mainly focused on getting the website, but I will get this live, and you'll be able to see it. But let's do this. Let's say that at the top, please use one of the before and after pics instead of the product pic like that. I think it'll convert better. So a fun fact, when you have images of people on your website, significant conversion uptick. I learned that the hard way when I was in e-commerce. And also in the bottom, the footer, we have some white space, which does not look right. And it seems to be on all of our pages because it's likely tied to the footer and the layout page. So, I only know all of that because I've worked extensively with ASP.NET. I've had to fix things like this manually too many times, and that's why that's what makes building. Oh yes, so we got our reviews. The reviews match. My God, look at this thing. Oh my God, it's a whole website. This is unbelievable, right? So we're getting the last two things fixed here, and we'll get it deployed, and I'll show it to you live on the internet. We're going to fast forward a little bit because I don't want to take forever, but we've got our full blown web app already. All right, so a small little update. So I've been able to actually get this deployed onto the server right now. So it's running on the VPS, basically on Hetzner, which is a very cheap sort of server where you could run your web applications, and that's really good. So Rally Salts is up on the server, and I've actually got Claude Code running on that server, and I just gave it permission so the deploy could work. So now we need to tell Claude Code to fix our Cloudflare files, so that they can basically, so we can connect the Hetzner server to Cloudflare, where our domain for Rally Salts will exist. So I was checking earlier. I think rallysalts.com is available. So I'm going to go to Cloudflare, and we're actually going to try to buy that right now and get this bad boy connected while Claude is doing his thing. So let's do rallysalts.com, and it is available. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and buy it. Okay, so we've got our domain name. So let's go to manage domains, and what would that not auto renew? Auto renew. So we've got our Rally Salt domain here. We're gonna go ahead and manage it and configure. And I think it's somewhere in here, right? The DNS stuff, update DNS configuration. So we'll wait for this bad boy to give us a okay. So we're running our server configuration right now, and we are going to it's taking a second. We're going to take the output and hook it up to the DNS. Baking. So it's verifying that everything's running. And this is just, again, this is the AI doing a lot of this work. I mean, it would have taken me a long time to like sort of do all this manually. And we're going a little over an hour here, but, still not too bad. Not too bad. So, provide domain configuration summary. You are a genius, Claude Code. You are a genius. That's what I'm waiting for right now. Come on, give it to me. Okay, so for rallysalt.com, at target this, proxy enabled, add record, at for root, proxy enabled, save. What's the problem? Why does it need that? Is it? Oh, it's my bad. It's a CNAME. There you go. That's why. Okay, so we've got our for CNAME www. Okay, www. CNAME www.rallysalt.com. We're gonna get them both to work right now. Okay, so we've got that. We're gonna hit save, and let's go. Let's do it. Let's see. Rallysalt.com. Just a minute ago, this did. Oh my God, it's live. It's live, chat. I cannot believe it. Holiday, you see this? We went from chit chat right here to live website. We are selling, we're selling smelling salts. This is what you wanted to sell on the internet? This is what I built for you, man. And it's got, you know, product images made by AI. It's got fake reviews. It's got all that. Obviously, this is a dummy website. I mean, it does work, but there is no product behind it that's getting shipped yet. That part now, you're going to have to do. And I can come back to this and fix the code and make sure that everything's working perfect. But man, is this something nice to have all of this live in a matter of an hour? You know, what an incredible time to be building. So thanks for watching this. I know it was a little long. It's a little over an hour. We're going on a little, it's going to, you know, with the pauses I had to do, about an hour and 15, 20 minutes or so. But, you know, what an amazing time. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.